Thank you, everybody. So let's get into our agenda. Amy is actually going to start us off, and Amy, take it away.
Hi, I just had a quick recent update. So for the drinking water SRF loan program, we have had for many years for the construction loans a two-step process where there's a priority list application, projects get ranked, and then we use that for the priority list in the intended use plan. EPA has clarified for us as of a few months ago that we need to also rank construction planning and design phase loans. So that's going to be part of our ongoing process. And we have a bit of a transition going through that between now and the next intended use plan. The priority list applications were posted on Friday, and I'll put the link in the chat for that, both to the page about the priority lists and to the form. They are due February 6th, 2026, and it kind of explains the process that if you're in the near term going to be able to submit a loan application, go ahead and get your loan application in for a planning or design project by February 6th. If you're a construction project already on the current priority list, you just keep doing things as normal. But if beyond February 6th, we're going to need a priority list application for everything. We're going to try to rank all of those very quickly this spring and capture those in the next 2026 intended use plan. So the details on that are in the documents that I'll share in the chat, and just you can contact me if you have any questions about that. There is an email list that Tom Brown, the Clean Water SRF program lead, manages for sending out updates. You can send me an email as well, and I can forward it to Tom so that he can add you on the list. It only gets a few emails a year, but if you would like to be on that list and you're not, you can let us know. So I'll put those links in the chat.
Thank you, Amy. Anybody have any questions? All right. Moving on, we got water supply rule updates, and that's going to be Sela.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. So just wanted to share with everyone that the water supply rule was approved and it will go into effect the 1st of January 2026. And I'm just going to share my screen and share where you can find the rule, and you can bookmark it so you can find it again and again. So 1 second here, let me just share my screen. There we go. So if you go to the DC Vermont website, to the Drinking Water and Groundwater Protection Division, and then go under laws and regulations, then you can find all the pending rules, the current rules, and the archived rules. And this is where you can find the public water supply rule, the annotated version, and then the clean version, in case you want to see what changes has happened. So just wanted to give that update.
Hey, great. Thank you. Unless there's any questions, move on to the next topic. And if I can find the agenda again, I think it may be me. It is me. I'm going to talk about some ANR online submission forms that we have coming out. The first one I want to talk about is our closeout form. This form is live. It allows everyone to submit their permit closeout documents, record drawings, water quality and bacteria tests and engineering certification through ANR Online. I'm going to copy that form into the chat right now. This form is how we're going to be accepting closeout documents exclusively from now on. So we're not going to be accepting closeout documents via email anymore. We will be directing people to use this form. It is live, and please use it from now on. We have another form coming out that we are working on, and that's for PER documents. That's for all PERs. That's an initial PER, 30, 60, 90, a final. We are working on that right now. It may be ready by the new year. And similarly, when it goes live, you guys will all get a link, and we will then transition to accepting PERs exclusively via ANR Online. And that will be coming in in about a month. So I think that's really it on forms. Any questions on that? Okay. And now Emily's going to take it over and talk about the state of Vermont's return to office.
Hi, everybody. So we returned to the office last week, and the team is in the office 3 days a week. The team is all here on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then everyone has a third day. If you would like to meet with us in person, we'd be more than happy to reserve a room here and have you come meet us in person. If a project, this could be a central location as well for different projects, to come and meet, have your meeting here with us as well, with the water system owners. So we are available for in-person meetings if you would like.
Yep. And I think that is everything we have on our agenda. Short and sweet today, but does anybody have any questions or anything else that they want to talk about? Okay. Patrick.
Sorry to
Take
make
it
everybody
away.
hang on. Can you just do 2 minutes on the changes to the public water supply rule? Just like, it looks like not a lot changed. Could you just give a brief overview if you don't mind? I'm sure everyone else already knows. I just don't know.
Yeah, no, I can give a short update. So there's definitely a section of the rule that's updated as it pertains to PFAS regulation. So basically, the division integrated the federal PFAS regulation into the water supply rule. So in terms of compliance, sampling, etc., there's a lot of changes. So you don't definitely want to check that out. Obviously more relevant to the water systems themselves in terms of how to collect samples and how it turns into compliance as it relates to PFAS. And then there's some updates to the treatment design standards for GAC treatment and for anion exchange treatment. And then there's changes throughout the rule, smaller changes, but PFAS is the sort of primary change that has been incorporated into this revision of the rule. Anything, Patrick, in specific you want to know about that?
Nothing specific. I'll have to dive in and see what the changes are. Thank you.
Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.
Okay. Any other questions or any other topics that anyone wants to bring up?
This is Jen. I'm sorry, Dan. I have one quick thing.
You don't have to
apologize.
apologize.
I do just want to say that I really appreciate the notifications that are going out when there are updates to monitoring schedules. I don't know if that's a new feature, but I did just receive one for one of my community systems with respect to PFAS sampling and a change to when the initial PFAS sample needs to happen. And I just thought that the delivery of the email was well done and it was clear and it was helpful to have that show up before we were surprised with a notice of alleged violation.
Thank you, Jen. I will pass that on. I know that Ben and Janelle are working hard on the implementation of the changes because it's quite dramatic. There's a lot there. So I'll pass that.
Yeah, I appreciate that being proactive. It's very helpful, especially this time of year.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Chrissy, go ahead.
Could you just give a quick update on staffing in the engineering section and anticipated review times that we can expect?
Yep. So as you all know, we lost Willie at the end of October and Doug at the end of November. So it's, Nathan, Dan, myself, and Abina in the engineering team. We are putting out very soon for permanent position and build position. I would expect the times, to be honest, Chrissy, I can't give you a great answer. Hopefully they're gonna be similar to what they've been. The general permits are going a little bit quicker right now. But it just depends on the workload coming in and out. We've had a lot of PFAS stuff come in that's taken a lot of Nathan's time. So it's kind of the best guess I can kind of give you right now. But hopefully we'll have another engineer by the end of January into February. Or 2. And if you know anybody, please apply.
Anything else anybody wants to bring up? Going once, going twice. Okay, I think that'll do it. Thank you, everybody.